Yo, what up? It's Aaron Moses. And I was just watching that video that I just made about social anxiety. And there were a couple things that I wanted to touch on that I just didn't because I was flowing, I was in my mode. I did not take any notes or anything like that. But the first thing that I want to say is I want to quote one of my favorite people to watch. His name is Anthony Robbins or Tony Robbins. Confidence is built. You took the energy that was supposed to give you confidence, but instead of building confidence, you built anxiety with it, which is fine. It's that's what's supposed to happen. If it wasn't supposed to happen, it wouldn't happen. But now that same energy, that same energy, you need to take that and build this confidence that you're supposed to have. So I'm gonna tell you one thing that I learned through life, especially with this new wave of people making up words and phrases and things like that don't really exist. Toxic masculinity, okay? Nervousness and anxiety is normal for a lot of people to feel. But most of those people that it's normal for are women, bro. Anxiety and nervousness on an extreme level, that's feminine, bro. Women are supposed to feel anxious and nervous, okay? Supposed to. Now everyone feels it. And the only reason that you feel nervousness and anxiety is because femininity is the default. Because we were all born with specific chromosomes and hormones that make us relate to women on a physical level, on a spiritual level as well. You feel me? So, am I calling you? I'm not calling you a woman. I'm not saying you're. I'm saying that same energy the energy that's giving you anxiety, is masculinity that is being unused, bro. It's masculinity that is being unused and is turning itself into something that is feminine. Now, I will say this: all people who are not sociopaths and not psychopaths feel social anxiety. Everybody has their limits. Everybody in this whole world that does not have the personality disorder of being a sociopath or a psychopath is going to feel anxiety at some point. It's just natural, it's just normal, okay? But what are you actually going to do about it? How are you going to build your confidence? My mom says something, one of the wisest things I've ever heard her say in my life, in my 28 years of life, bruh. She told me that I should not be doing things on my own that I wouldn't do in front of 100 people. And that's the same advice I'm going to tell you, okay? Whatever it is that makes you feel confident, whether it's dancing, singing, knitting, whatever, if anybody asks you anything, you should have the ability to tell them the truth in totality, no sugarcoat, no nothing. If somebody says, you know what, I think dancing is just lame, I think that's the worst thing that you can do with your body, you should be able to say, well, I dance. Do you think I'm a bad person? Do you think I'm this? You don't think I'm normal? Okay, whatever it is, whether it be, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna go a different direction with that, but that's not important, bro. Okay, whatever you do alone, you should be able to do in front of 100 people. And I'm gonna go even further. You should definitely do those things in front of other people. All these people that are just living these double lives and telling these lies and having all these secrets, and that's not that's not how you build confidence. Is built, bro. And I will tell you this, and I don't want you to blame your parents, but it is your parents' job to teach you to build confidence. It is your parents' job to build that confidence in you. At some point, you had it. At some point you had it. Why? Because you were a teenager. They taught you how to have confidence as a teenager. They didn't teach you how to have confidence as a man. That's two different types of confidence. One confidence is built off of you just being delusional, you being emotional, you being hormonal, you being safe and comfortable around other people who don't have anything going on in their lives, other people who are just going through the motions as a teenager. But now you're a man. You haven't been initiated. That's one of the things that's wrong with America, bro. Especially the men. There's no initiation, and I got this from Elliot Hulse. There is no initiation going from boyhood to manhood. Everybody goes through their phases on their own time, bruh. Women have a clear, and just because you go through this initiation as a young woman doesn't mean that you're a full-fledged grown woman. But women have a clear sign that they are expected to be a woman at least. They have all kind of menstruation cycles and their bodies change, and grown men start hitting on them and showing interest in them sexually. We don't necessarily have that. We don't have that. We don't. Your shoulders get wider, get a little taller, voice gets deeper, start growing facial hair. People start showing that they feel uncomfortable around you when it's dark at night walking through the alley. That doesn't make you a man. That might make you feel a specific way, but you haven't been initiated into a this universe of confidence. Okay, so I gave you breathing techniques. Yes, breathing techniques, meditation, affirmation, beautiful ways to build confidence. What else did I not give you that I should have given you? Body language. I said you should be meditating in the mirror. Of course, you should be doing some mirror meditations. But are you going to be, I'm confident as a lion, I'm confident as a lion looking at the ground? No. You have to put the most confident stance that you can have is you putting your hands behind your back, poking your chest up, standing up straight, chin up, looking yourself in the eye. Most confident stance you can have. Make sure your feet flat on the ground, shoulder length away, apart. Put your hands behind your back, lay this hand inside this hand. I'm confident as a lion. I am confident like a lion. Look yourself square in the eye. You feel me? If this is you should have your, 45 degrees? Walk like it. Don't just walk like a robot. Bounce with it. Dip a little bit. Walk a little bouncy. Listen to some music that makes you confident. That's non-violent. That's not talking about drugs. And I know it's going to be hard to find it. But something that has some boom to it. Something that has a little bit of speed. Maybe some Juicy J. Maybe some old Project Pat. That's what I listen to still. Right? But there are a lot of things that you can do. Reading. I touched on it. But collecting these knowledges, not just watching YouTube videos and movies, reading, stimulating your mind with your eye movements, okay? Learning uncommon information, adding value to your life, being on your purpose. What is being on your purpose? Doing things that are going to add to the value. Investing, okay? Investing your time into something that is going to make you valuable. Working out. Like I said, if you follow me on Facebook, every man should be doing at least 100 push-ups a day. And you could start out with 20. Do 20 push-ups every day for a week. If that doesn't make you more confident, nothing will. Reading uncommon information. Taking all that money that you would have spent on loud, spend that out on book. Okay? Spend it out on book. Learning a new language. And knowledge is the ultimate language. Learning a new language. reading these books. And when I say reading books, I'm not talking about Charlotte's Web. I'm talking about books on psychology, books on sociology, investing in some encyclopedias, knowledge, knowledge that you can monetize, knowledge that's going to hold somebody's attention when you try to have a conversation. Feminine psychology, masculine psychology. Okay? Knowledge that is marketable. Make yourself more marketable. Do you think that you can tell Steve Jobs anything? Even if you didn't know who Steve Jobs was, I don't know what Steve Jobs looks like. If I walked up to Steve Jobs and he was dressed like me in a Polo Ralph Lauren thermal with some Levi jeans on and some Polo Ralph Lauren socks, do you think that this guy would have any? Do you think that we would ever run out of anything to talk about, even if he didn't know what I was talking about, even if he wasn't well versed on the chakras? He would have enough. He would have enough savvy in something to be able to contribute to the conversation in some way. And if you feel like you don't have anything valuable to offer, if you feel like you're thinking, you're thinking, you're thinking, I'm waiting for this guy to, I really want this guy to keep talking so I don't have to say anything, so I don't have to look like I'm an idiot, so I don't have to look like I don't know anything about life, because that's how I used to think. I used to want people to just talk themselves into whatever I wanted them to do. Is this woman gonna talk herself into my bed? Well, you're pretty cute and you drive a nice car. You got some, you got some Timberlands on, and ooh, where's that polo? You know what? You probably got it. You probably can do. That doesn't happen in life, though. That doesn't. So you have to mentally prepare. You have to practice life by living life internally in your own home. You have to turn off the electronics. Okay? Do you see this device? This is so horrible for your hands. What are your hands for? To create, to direct, to build, to inspire. And you got this cancer box in your hand all day in your pocket by your genitals, sending all kind of gamma, ultraviolet, I don't know what they do on that level, but for your hands, for your mind, bro. Confidence is built, like Tony Robbins said, man. It's built. Nobody's born with confidence. Yeah, there's genetics that make you more predisposed to being confident than others, but ultimately it's built through obtaining knowledge, through obtaining and maintaining a healthy body, doing these push-ups, not taking drugs. Okay, the last thing that you should be doing, ultimately the last thing that you should be doing, if you have anxiety or any kind of nervousness or depression, is putting drugs in your body, bro. Smoking cigarette, drinking beer, smoking weeds. Okay. Secondly, hanging out with people who do those things. You know what? Do it. I want you to sober down. You're probably not a party animal, but sober down for about a week and a half. Then go around a whole bunch of potheads and alcoholics and crackheads and watch them. Watch how they behave while you're sober and they're in a whole different universe. And you're going to be like, these people are toxic AF. You feel me? So, we covered a lot. Listening to music that makes you confident that's not going to send you messages to do drugs and harm people. That's very important. Taking that hero stance, that pimp stance with your arms behind your back, 45-degree angle above the floor, looking yourself dead in the eye. Walking. Practice till you grasp it. Don't fake it till you make it. Because you know what? You are confident. You're confident. Because if you weren't, you would be dead. You're confident. You just have to build off the confidence that you already have. I'll bet you play video games. Get that one video game, invite hella friends over, and play that one game and beat everybody's ass in it. That's gonna make you feel confident. Alpha. Not alpha. Very, very confident. Extremely confident. And when they want to switch the game to something that you're not familiar with playing, don't play it. Because that's gonna drop your stuff. And then study that game. Play it on your own. And then when they come back, they're gonna be like, dang, bro, I didn't know you had it like that. Bam. Reprogramming yourself. Yes, breathing. Breathing, which when you try to breathe your way out of your anxiety, that's good. I advise you to do that. But you cannot breathe with your lungs. You gotta breathe with that diaphragm, bro. Breathing with the diaphragm and feeling your energies. Identifying where that anxiety is coming from, because you might think it's in your it's in your chest, but it doesn't always probably come from your chest. That's just the immediate place that you feel it. If this 8.59 comes up to you and asks you for directions and ends up having a real conversation with you, and you start feeling that sensation, it's gonna be coming, yes, from your heart, but it's gonna be other places. It might be in your knees, it might be in your neck. You breathing with your stomach. You gotta learn to breathe with your stomach to the point where it's automatic. That's why I say do it in the morning, because you're programming your body in the morning when you first wake up. The first 15, 20, 25 minutes of the day, you're programming your body. You're reminding. You're not even programming your body. You're reminding your body how it's supposed to breathe. Then when you get in those sticky situations, you're gonna automatically breathe like that. Okay. And lastly, what I'm gonna say is, which is gonna touch on the first point, you are misdirecting your masculinity, and this is for the women as well. When you feel anxiety, you're misdirecting your masculinity. This is energies that, had it been in ancient times, you wouldn't be walking down a long hallway asking somebody if they know the directions to the you wouldn't be doing that. You would be climbing mountains. You would be hunting a lion. You would be swimming, jumping off a waterfall. So all that activity that we used to have, hunting, gathering, running, you don't do that every day. You don't do that. So all that potential energy that your body is programmed to already have, and you're 19, bro, all that energy that you have is stored up. And when you're not saying, and you're not expressing yourself how you want to express yourself, what do you think that's gonna do? What do you think that's gonna turn into, bro? That's just like if you have a Ferrari outside in the cold with a little Pikachu cover over it all winter. What do you think is going to happen to a Ferrari in the middle of the winter, all winter, with a Pikachu cover over it? It's gonna be a Ferrari, but it's not. But I bet you won't take that on the street in April and try to hit 150 in it. I bet you won't. And if you do, I bet you won't do it again. You see? You gotta use your Ferrari, bro. You have all this energy and you're pressing it down. You're not saying, am I saying that you got some big breasts? No, don't do that. You might be thinking it, but don't do that. There's other ways that you can express your sexual energy, bro. Your creative energy. The energy that's ultimately giving you value. Your default value. You're misusing it. And that's okay, because nobody talks. They didn't teach me this in school, bro. I had to read books and all kind of stuff. Pay people I don't even know to learn for this information, bro. and experience and try it myself. So, number one, hit them push ups. Number two, get a couple of extra shifts at work and spend that money on some books, some highly reviewed books. As a man thinketh, 48 Laws. You could read the likability switch, the like switch. I got it in my phone. I forget. It's called the like switch, like light switch, but like switch. The like switch. You can read the Gucci Mane autobiography. You can read The Art and Science of Being Respected. The Art of Science of Respect, excuse me. You can read pretty anything with uncommon information or any autobiographies by someone who you highly admire. Okay? Biology, nutrition, introduction to quantum physics, anything, bro. Literally anything. Anything that is non fictional. Compare it and contrast it with other informations. You could read the autobiography of Gucci Mane and buy the like switch and see how Gucci Mane actually built his musical empire and how he lost it and what you would have done. The art of war, anything that's uncommon is your friend. Any knowledge that is uncommon is your friend. Okay, switching that diet. You probably eat meat, which is whatever. I personally don't, but meat has anxiety all in it. Meat has depression all in it. These animals, the last thing they saw when it triggered them, they released hormones into their flesh, and then they chopped their head off and served it to you, and now you're eating it. And before they did that, they pumped it with hormones its whole life and fed it grass with fertilizer in it. Some people have anxiety and don't know why, because they eat meat. That could literally be your only problem, bro. I'm sure it's not, but that is for a lot of people. They do this, and then you go to the doctor, and they give you medicine for it, and it doesn't work because you start hearing voices, and they up it or change it and switch it and give you another one and give you sleeping pills. And I'm glad you're not falling into that trap. But literally, some people only have anxiety and depression because they eat meat, because they eat Burger King when they get paid for breakfast. They woke up, ooh, they put an extra 2 hours on my check. I didn't even work them 2 hours. I must have forgot to clock out that day. And then they take that same money and order Pizza Hut, and then go grocery shopping the next day, eat pork chops, eat bacon for dinner. I mean for breakfast. But I just wanted to clear that up. There's hella things I could tell you. There's all kind of, you could program your water with your intentions. You ground yourself, center yourself, breathing exercises. You could rub your hair, program your hair because your hair is antennas. You can switch your toothpaste. You can sit in the moonlight if you're a Caucasian person or you're Asian or you're just a fair-skinned person, or sit in the sunlight if you tan well and if you're not Caucasian or Latino. There's a lot of things you can do, bro. There's a lot of things you can do. You can write down your 6 favorite people that are confident, that you know for being confident, and write down 3 things that they would do in situations and do it. Practice till you grasp it. There's a lot of things that you can do. But what I will say, I will reiterate, is these 4 things. What's gonna make you confident? Now I use the word overnight, and I didn't mean overnight. Okay? But within 3 days, you're gonna be instantly, noticeably more confident. People are gonna know that you changed something. I'm gonna name you 5 things. Okay? Number 1, working out. The first day, do 20 push-ups. Okay, if this is not something that you do on a daily, 20 push-ups. Next day, do as many as you can till it hurts for 10 minutes. Okay, drink you a protein shake, or or blend up a can of beans and put a scoop of peanut butter and a couple strawberries in it. Okay, with a half a scoop of protein shake. Okay. So working out, reading uncommon knowledge. Now I said read the 48 laws of power. Everybody reads the 48 laws of power. So maybe you want to go somewhere else in a different direction. Something that's highly reviewed and highly recommended that a lot of people don't read. Okay. Third, learn about finances. Learn about stocks and bonds and automatic investment plans and all kind of banking systems and Roth IRAs and different ways to flip your money in real estate and conversation intelligence and sociology and psychology, things like that. Okay. Fourth, meditate. Meditation strengthens your willpower, gives you more presence, gives you more creativity. And then fifth, take care of your body more, man. Go to a more extreme length to practice great hygiene. Some people, yeah, wash your face, brush your teeth. How many people do you actually think brush their teeth twice or more a day? Twice or more a day. How many people do you think do that? I'll admit to you, I don't brush my teeth twice or more a day every day. I go to work at what? 2. I get off at 12. I get home at 1. Sometimes I just be tired. And sometimes it's nighttime, so it just doesn't register to me and I just fall out. Because I have to walk home and it's -3 degrees outside. I'm not trying to make excuses, but I'm not perfect. I try, but I'm not perfect. Cleaning your face, taking these baths with these olive oil, these virgin. Go to the store and buy a $16-20 bottle of olive oil, and put a cup of that in a hot bath, and let that soak into your skin. Let that circulate into your body and take the toxins and the carcinogens out your body that you breathe into this Armageddon type air that we all breathe in, and just let that cleanse itself down the drain. Brush your teeth, floss. Use peroxide for 2 minutes before you brush your teeth. Rinse it around in your mouth. Wash your face with some good $20 a bottle shampoo, and then put some conditioner on it. Hold it on there for 2 minutes. Put some organic honey on your face. Do things that you know everybody doesn't do. Putting that organic on your organic, wash your face. This is what I like to do on the weekends. Avocados, organic honey, mix it together. Okay, put that on your face. Let it dry up, and then get in the shower. Put some conditioner on your face. Wash it off. It's gonna be shiny, glistening. Gonna be looking like an Audemars Piguet in this thing. Do some things that you know people don't do. Okay, keep your breath fresh. All kind of things, bro. Put some honey in your hair. Wash that out. Meditate in the park. Just make sure that your value is high and you stay on your focus like a laser. Because people on their purpose, people who are focused on what they want and what they're supposed to be doing with their energy and directing their attention and their energy in the correct place, don't have anxiety, bro. And that's it, man. It's Aaron Moses. Life is in the breath. Breathe it in. Peace.